In May, President Trump greenlit the construction of massive AI data centers in the UAE and Saudi Arabia. These are going to host some of the most powerful computing clusters in the world, clusters that are vital for training and deploying advanced AI models. Supporters of these deals say they're a win, a move that will open a $1 trillion floodgate of Gulf capital to U.S. tech firms. But the recent explosion of tensions between Israel, Iran, and the United States underscores the fact that there are physical and security risks that need to be taken very seriously. These risks have gone largely ignored in the public debate. First, there's a real threat that escalating violence in the region could lead to targeted drone strikes on these centers, just like in 2019 when Iran launched drone and missile attacks on Saudi oil facilities, knocking out roughly half of the kingdom's crude output overnight. In recent years, the threat posed by drone warfare has only grown more serious, as we've seen in Ukraine, where drones have been used to extraordinary battlefield effect. The consequences for the Gulf, if the data centers are built there, could be equally, if not more, severe. The facilities that are planned in the UAE, for example, will sprawl over 10 miles, making them sitting ducks for attacks on their critical components, such as the cooling systems, which must remain exposed to the surface in order to function correctly. Even a small drone carrying a shaped charge could disable one of these cooling systems, forcing the data center offline and potentially ruining long and costly AI training runs. The second and third order global effects of a center going down could be extraordinary. This kind of physical risk reveals a deeper strategic risk: U.S. entanglement in the Middle East. Trump's plan would create a new national interest in a region from which successive U.S. presidents have tried, with good reason, to withdraw. Deepening U.S. engagement in the region is obviously one of the region's reasons why the Gulf's leaders would like to see the U.S. build its data centers there. But their interests are not those of the United States, which is now risking building its digital future on unstable ground, on one of the world's most fraught geopolitical fault lines. So what can be done? At the very least, the administration will need to work with the tech companies to grapple much more seriously with the physical risks, to conduct rigorous threat assessments, build in redundancy, and work to ensure robust air defense coverage. And all of this should be done without American taxpayers shouldering the tremendous costs. Even with that, no defense system will be impervious to these threats, and the strategic risks will remain. It's time that we start thinking about building some of these centers elsewhere in the world, especially among allies and partners and the United States itself.